Well, hello, St. Mary's friends. It's Wednesday, April 1st, but yesterday, March 31st, was a feast day of a blessed, she's beatified and up for canonization, that I think would be good for us to know about. Blessed Natalia Tuvasovits. Blessed Natalia was a young adult during World War II, a contemporary of Pope St. John Paul II. And when the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, she became a member of the Polish underground state. But she also deepened her life as a faithful Catholic, and she was a lay evangelist, catechist, apostle during those days. In 1943, she learned that the Nazis were shipping Polish women back to Germany to do very heavy work, heavy labor. And she voluntarily chose to go with them in her mission as a lay evangelist, catechist, apostle. And so she would be with them in work and in the days and in the evenings, and she would pray with them and encourage them. She would teach them, just wonderfully keeping not just their spirits up, but their souls alive. And the Nazis discovered after a couple of years that she had done this. And as you expect, they did not take kindly to that. So they sent her to the concentration camp, Ravensbrück in northern Germany. And she was there for 2 years. In 1945, it was Good Friday. And she was doing what she normally did. She was teaching and evangelizing and speaking of the Lord to the women in her barracks. And this newsletter actually will have a little story for children and a drawing that you could actually, if you have kids, can share with them. This is the drawing you'll see of her in the concentration camp speaking to her camp mates, keeping their souls strong and their faith alive. And parents, you can share with your children the story to whatever degree you choose, depending on their age, their maturity, to not just understand, but to enter into her story. So Good Friday, she was discovered as doing this, thrown into solitary, and on Easter Sunday, she was sent to the gas chambers. And Easter Sunday that year in 1945 was March 31st. Sad in a human respect, but powerful, beautiful in the perspective of faith and hope and charity. We all need, our times are not as bad as living in a concentration camp, but we all need, no matter what the difficulty, support, encouragement, a life of faith, that Jesus Christ has conquered my fear. He has conquered death, sin, and he is with me and he is for me. He's alive. And we all need that encouragement. I know that there are encouragements that we're asked to give in so many ways. For example, the beautiful thing that Compassionate Ridgefield is asking, that at 7 p.m. for 2 minutes, church bells are rung, families even banging pots and pans, whatever it may be, as a show of support and solidarity for first responders, for healthcare personnel. And that is good and that is wonderful. But we need even more than that. So when you hear those bells, 7 o'clock or at noon, as we do here also at St. Mary's, that you send prayer, a prayer of encouragement, of hope, of faith, of strength, that the Lord is alive and with those responders, those healthcare personnel, and with all of us. Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever. Amen.